Let's see what evidence-based and scientific arguments Mr. Tyson has to offer in the ongoing gender fluidity conversation.
We're living in a time now where you're born a man and you can say, I believe I'm a woman. And there's a sex change. Same thing with a woman becoming a man. Where does somebody like you go who lives in science?
Yeah, I live in evidence-based
Evidence-based life. I love that. That's the reality that you live in. I don't even know how to ask the question in this day and age, Neil. That's how confusing it is to somebody like me. What is it to you, who seems to understand a hell of a lot more than most humans?
So if you look at our chromosomes, they can be XX or XY. That's binary. There's male and there's female. And there's some variance on that. That's a very small percentage of the total. So now let's move past that and say, do those chromosomes manifest in society? So stay with me now. I did this experiment. I was on the New York City subway. It was in the winter. Everyone has a big coat on. I'm just looking at heads sticking out of the winter coats. And I said, why do I know who's male and who's female? This was just a simple question I asked myself. And I say, well, these 6 people are female. Those 4 are male. Why am I sure of that? I was sure of it because what I was queuing on were features that are secondary and tertiarily added to a person's appearance. What are the girls doing? They have, on average, longer earrings. They have 2 earrings. They have, on average, longer hair. They have eyeliner. They have tweezed eyebrows, longer nails, on average, painted nails. They have a blush. If there was any hair on their upper lip, that got removed. Any hair between the eyebrows, removed. I'm stating facts. What are they wearing? They're wearing girls' clothes. How do I know they're girls' clothes? Just go to the store. They know how to sell you girls' clothes. There's a whole section for just girls. I live in evidence-based
life.
How about the boys? If there's anyone who is a little thin and flabby, they went to the gym. So they sitting down and they got some muscles they can show you. I'm stating facts. And they might grow a beard and a mustache because that's a manly thing to do. They're wearing boy clothes because they went to the boy section of the store to get it.
I live in evidence-based life.
And if the woman's chest is not as large as she wants it, she goes and gets surgery to make it bigger. I'm stating facts. So my point is, apparently, the XXXY chromosomes are insufficient. Because when we wake up in the morning, we exaggerate whatever feature we want to portray the gender of our choice. I live in evidence-based
life.
Either the one you're assigned, the one you choose to be, whatever it is. To tie a bow on this, I say to you, I think I read that the United States was a land where we have the pursuit of happiness. I'm stating facts. Suppose no matter my chromosomes, today I feel 80% female, 20% male. I'm going to put on makeup. I'm going to do that. Tomorrow I might feel 80% male. I'll remove the makeup and I'll wear a muscle shirt. Why do you care? What business is it of yours to require that I fulfill your inability to think of gender on a spectrum?
I live in evidence-based life.
And what I've found in the human mind is that we go out of our way to put things in categories, in bins. So that makes it easier for us. So that's why people come up to you and say, "Oh, you a boy or are you a girl? Choose one. Which are you?" I say, "No, maybe I'm a little of both." I live in evidence-based
life.
Wait, maybe a little of both. No, you have to be one or the other. No, I will not be what you require just because you can't think on a spectrum. I'm going to be what I want to be. And we've known this as children. There was the girl who was the we have words for them. Tomboy. I'm stating facts. And all I'm saying is, in the people I identified as female and male on the train, if some of those females were chromosomally male, it didn't matter to me. I see them as female. I don't have a problem with that.
I live in evidence-based life.
Do you know that Benjamin Moore has 150 different shades of white? So colors that have the word white in them. I'm stating facts. So many things could be cured if we stop thinking in this binary way. I live an evidence-based life.
Evidence-based
I
life.
think I've correctly identified the problem, that people are just intellectually lazy.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. I love that. I love that phrase. It's true. Where do you go from here when there's been such an erosion of trust in science and beyond?
So basically, the crux of his argument is that reality should conform and bend to our feelings rather than our feelings and emotions and desires to conform and bend to reality.